Searching for music for your next video? Then you need to check out Artlist. Searching for music.
Hello guys, we are talking about severe weather here on this live stream this afternoon and evening. Thank you guys for joining here on your Monday, July 18th out there. We're moving towards that third week in July here, and like we were talking about, things are going to start to get real active here. We got a lot of active warnings to get to on the radar, so let's get to those here in just a moment, guys. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys have not pressed the like button, the thumbs up button down below, definitely press the like button as well, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys. We're only 5 away from 300. Definitely subscribe, press that subscribe button down below. Help me get to that 300 mark here, my new goal during this live stream. Again, good afternoon and good evening, everyone, from coast to coast, whether you're on the West Coast, the East Coast, the Gulf of Mexico area, or in southern and southeastern Canada. Welcome, everybody, even out of the country as well. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. It does mean a lot to me. I appreciate you guys as well. The live chat is open here this evening to anyone and everyone, so definitely jot down your comments, questions, and concerns, and we will get right to it here, guys. Looking here at the Storm Prediction Center, we'll take a look at this here. This is the Storm Prediction Center's outlook here for day one. The new outlook does come out at 8 o'clock, so we'll see if we can get to that. I am planning on doing kind of a shorter live stream till probably about the 8 o'clock time frame here today, so probably just a couple of hours, but really going to get to kind of the meat of the forecast for you guys to kind of give you an understanding of what we can expect here over the next several days. So again, thank you guys for joining. If you have not pressed that like button down below, definitely press that, as well as subscribe to the YouTube channel. Definitely would appreciate that as well. Let's see here. Anybody in the chat? Let's see here this afternoon and evening. Christian, hello. How's it going this afternoon? Hope you're having a great Monday out there. Again, this is the Storm Prediction Center's outlook here on their day one outlook for portions of the Northern Plains and Northern Rockies region here, as well as the Upper Midwest. They did actually upgrade here last night's 1 a.m. update. They did upgrade to an enhanced risk across portions of northeastern Montana and northern North Dakota, right along that southern periphery there of the Canadian border there, kind of just along the kind of Canadian border between Saskatchewan and North Dakota and Saskatchewan and Montana here. That's kind of where that marginal, or actually rather enhanced risk is here for today, and that actually kind of continues for that border between North Dakota and southwestern Manitoba. Again, we do also have a slight risk across portions of northern Minnesota, including the Arrowhead of Minnesota, as well as getting into extreme northern Wisconsin and the western UP of Michigan. And we have a secondary area of a kind of concern across the I-95 corridor here in the Northeast and New England, with a slight risk of severe weather there as well. Breaking down the hazards as we head through the rest of this evening, we do have that 2%, kind of elongated 2% area of tornadoes from northeastern Montana, northern North Dakota, the northern portions there of Minnesota, including the Arrowhead, and then getting over towards portions there of western Lake Superior, the western UP of Michigan, and extreme northern Wisconsin as we head through the rest of this afternoon. Looking across the I-95 corridor, we do have a 5% chance of tornadoes across portions of southern and southwestern New Hampshire and Vermont, also stretching down here into western Massachusetts, northwestern Connecticut, much of eastern and southeastern portions there of New York State, including the New York City area, getting down into northern New Jersey and eastern PA there, Pennsylvania. We also have a 2% area of tornadoes here, actually moving farther southwest toward the Washington, D.C. area and northern portions of Virginia and eastern West Virginia here as well. Looking at the wind risk, guys, we actually do have a 30% and even a 15% hatched area of wind, which means 75 mile per hour winds or greater is likely across portions of eastern Montana, getting in through much of North Dakota as we head through the height of the evening hours. So definitely want to keep in mind with this as well. We do have that 15% area here of that damaging straight line wind here, kind of a slight chance for damaging wind across the I-95 corridor, and maybe just slightly to the west of I-95, and then kind of a smaller end kind of wind risk across northern portions of Mississippi, northwestern Alabama as well. Also looking at that hail risk, we got that 15 to even 30% hashed hail risk across portions of northeastern Montana, northwestern North Dakota as well. And in this area, we could expect over 2 inches in diameter hail, so that, hen egg or golf ball size hail, or larger, potentially up to baseball size, as we head through the rest here of this evening. So definitely want to heed the warnings out there, guys. We definitely have a lot to get to here in the warnings out there on the radar. And we will definitely get to you guys with the information you guys definitely need as we go through kind of the height of the evening hours. So this is, again, your outlook. We got that enhanced risk across northern North Dakota, northeastern Montana, and then that long, area of slight risk across portions of extreme northern Wisconsin, western UP of Michigan, the Arrowhead of Minnesota, getting back west towards central Montana as well as that slight risk across the I-95 corridor in New England and westward as well. So without further ado, guys, let's get to the radar. And we got a lot of warnings up here in the northeastern Montana, as expected here with that, enhanced and slight risk area here today. We do have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. Before I get to those, we do actually have a severe thunderstorm watch. That's what we see here in the pink shaded area. That is a severe thunderstorm watch until 8 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So this is for portions of northeastern Montana here. Again, kind of an open area, so we're not seeing a lot of towns within this area, but we are seeing towns like Glasgow, Plentywood, Scobie, Wolf Point, getting down towards the Glendive area, Terry, Winnett, Malta. All these areas, kind of the smaller towns in northeastern Montana here, is what we can expect some of the severe weather being favorable across this area here as we head through the rest of this evening. Again, this watch does go in effect here until 8 o'clock this evening, Mountain Daylight Time, so the next few hours. Getting to the warnings here, the northernmost warning in the far northeastern Montana, we do have a kind of a line segment of storms moving through, kind of a line of storms, kind of a squall line that we call it. We do have a severe thunderstorm located near Glasgow, Montana, moving east at 50 miles per hour. So these are moving very quickly off to the east, and that's why we have that straight line damaging wind threat here with all the shear in the environment today. Yeah, we got some very fast moving storms and a lot of damaging wind potential in this area. And this is the very same area that we could see that 75 or greater mile per hour wind gusts, as well as over 2-inch size hail as we head through the rest of this evening. So that is something to watch as well. Again, the Glasgow area, this is for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and penny size hail. Again, Glasgow, Nashua, Tampico, St. Marie, Vandalia, Park Grove, and Watley. All these areas here are impacted by the storm. Again, this goes in effect here until 5:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for Central Valley County in extreme northeastern Montana here as well. So these are the areas here impacted with that warning. Farther on down to the south, kind of the southern end of the squall line, we do have another warning here as well. This is actually for stronger winds, but this is for 70 mile per hour wind gusts here. Really good rush of wind coming down from the downdraft of these thunderstorms. Nickel-size hail is also the possibility with this, so kind of some pocket change hail out there. A severe thunderstorm located 24 miles northwest of Hell Creek Recreational Area, or 30 miles southwest of Glasgow. This is moving quickly. This is moving east at 55 miles per hour, guys, so not a lot of time to heed the warning. So if you live in these areas, we could have some 60 to perhaps 70 mile per hour wind gusts and that nickel to penny size hail out there. Again, Fort Peck, the Pines Recreational Area, Fort Peck Marina, Duck Creek Recreational Area, and Park Grove. All those areas are impacted by this warning. Again, this warning goes in effect until 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time as well. Looking a little farther off to the south and east here in the extreme eastern portions of Montana, getting in kind of closer to the western and northwestern portion there of North Dakota. This is still in Montana, however, and we do have another severe thunderstorm warning for this area as well. This is for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and that 1-inch quarter size hail as well. Again, a severe storm was located 13 miles west of Ritchie or 18 miles northeast of Circle, Montana. This is again moving quickly to the east at 55 miles per hour. Again, radar indicated, but that 60 mile per hour wind gust threat as well as that 1-inch quarter size hail is a possibility with the storm. Again, for east central Macomb County, also northern Dawson County, as well as central Richland County. This is all in northeastern and eastern Montana here as we head through the next little while here. Again, this warning goes in effect until 6 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for this area as well. And again, as I zoom out, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch here in this area, portions of northeastern Montana. This goes in effect here until 8 o'clock Mountain Daylight Time. So for the next few hours, We could be talking about some damaging straight line winds, some large hail, potentially over 2 inches in diameter, and also here again, potential for even some isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out in this area as well. That's why we have that 2% tornado risk in those areas. We do also have another severe thunderstorm warning, kind of a familiar area to yesterday. We do have another warning down into western portions of Utah, northwestern Utah here, south and west here of the Salt Lake City area. Very damaging straight line winds with this storm, actually moving to the east at 30 miles per hour. But we're seeing the potential for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. So very good rush of wind with this storm. Again, Dugway, English Village, Utah Test, and Training Range South, Dugway Proving Ground Test Range, and Skull Valley. All these areas being impacted here by the severe storm. Again, 10 miles south of Knowles to 20 miles southwest of Vernon, Utah. Again, moving generally towards the Salt Lake City or just south of the Salt Lake City area here within the next few minutes. So we'll definitely have to watch this again. 70-mile-per-hour wind gust potential here in northwestern Utah as we head through the rest here of this evening. This warning goes in effect until 5:30 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time for north central Job County, as well as south central Toole County here as well in northwestern Utah. If you guys are just joining the live stream, thank you guys very much for taking time out of your evening here to join me here on the live stream yet again today. If you guys have not liked the live stream down below, I definitely encourage you guys to press that thumbs up button, and it gets it out to more and more people on YouTube, so definitely appreciate that. And also, if you guys have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, guys, we only have 5 more spots until we get to 300 subscribers, so definitely please help me out below, and that is much appreciated. And happy Monday, everybody. We're just kind of going over severe weather coverage and the long-range weather pattern here in the next couple hours over this live stream. It's kind of a shorter live stream today, kind of going till about, 8 o'clock or so is kind of the target range of when we're going to end the live stream here today, just getting you caught up on the additional information you guys need to know about the severe weather and a long-range pattern out there as well. Again, if you guys have not liked the live stream, down below, that thumbs up button is calling your name, and we need some more thumbs up down there to get this out to more and more people. So definitely appreciate if you would do so, as well as subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Watching some storms across northern Wisconsin, north of Wausau here, toward the Rhinelander area. Again, these are not warned for severe weather, but we have a lot of lightning just around the Rhinelander area, Worcester, Wisconsin. A lot of lightning across this area here, probably some heavy downpours. Definitely watching this over the next little while as well. And if you guys are in the live stream, can you let me know if you can hear me on your end or if I need to turn up the audio? Definitely let me know. I hate to ask all the time, but I definitely want to kind of give this more, transparent information out to you, as effectively as possible. So definitely let me know in the live chat. Let's see if we have any special weather statements for this storm here. We're seeing a special weather statement for this. This is for winds in excess of 40 miles per hour, so over 40 mile per hour wind gust potential in that pea-sized hail. This is moving near the Rhinelander area here, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour here. Again, near the Willow Reservoir area, or 21 miles west of Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Again, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. So winds over 40 miles an hour and pea-sized hail potential with this. Again, Tomahawk and Gilbert, Wisconsin. This is in far northern Wisconsin. Kind of a strong thunderstorm moving in this area here as well. Not a severe warning, but just kind of some stronger wind gusts and some small pea-sized hail is a possibility with that storm. Getting down all the way down into southwestern Alabama here, we are seeing another storm cell moving toward the I-65 corridor here, just south of Jackson, Alabama, and south of the Monroeville area. Again, this is moving southeast at 20 miles per hour, kind of displaced from that deep layer shear across this area, so these storms will be moving a little bit slower, but still moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. 60 mile per hour wind gusts and 1-inch quarter-size hail is a potential with this, again, until about 7 o'clock Central Daylight Time. So areas like McCullough or Araya, as well as the I-65 corridor here, as well as Porch Creek Reservation. All these areas here in southwestern Alabama definitely heed the warning for 60 mile per hour winds and that 1-inch quarter-size hail as well. Again, if you guys are just joining the live stream, would be very much appreciative here. That thumbs up button down below, like the stream, definitely helps it out, get to more and more people as we're going over all these warnings here to keep everybody safe out there. So please help out in pressing that thumbs up button, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Much appreciated. We only need 5 more subscribers to get to 300, and that is definitely much appreciated, guys. Happy Monday out there. All right, so let's see here. We got 60 mile per hour wind gust potential here. This is for Yeah, straight line winds, 60 mile per hour. Severe thunderstorm located near Pickens, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Greenville downtown, Easley, Pickens, West Greenville, Berea, as well as Travelers Rest, Slater, Marietta, as well as 6 Mile and Table Rock State Park. All these areas in the far northwestern portions of South Carolina is in the path of this severe thunderstorm here over the next several minutes. Again, if you live in this area, definitely heed the warning near Greenville and just toward the Spartanburg area here eventually as this kind of moves off to the east here. Again, at 25 miles per hour to the east, we'll be approaching the Interstate 26 area near Spartanburg or just west of Spartanburg in South Carolina here in the next few minutes. So definitely want to heed the warning there. Again, if you guys cannot hear me in the live stream, definitely let me know. I can turn the volume up here for you guys. All right, so let's get up a little bit farther to the north and east here. We got a severe thunderstorm warning into portions there, right on the border between Virginia and portions of North Carolina here, with kind of another line of storms moving through near the Sparta area here in North Carolina. Moving east at 30 miles per hour, severe thunderstorm was located over Brittle Creek or near mouth of Wilson. Moving east at 30 miles per hour, again, 60 mile per hour wind gust and that 1-inch quarter-size hail is the hazard with this thunderstorm. Again, areas of Sparta, Independence, Laurel Springs, Ennis, as well as Mouth of Wilson, Troutdale, and Volney. All these areas here in southwestern Virginia and northwestern North Carolina need to heed the warning. Again, this goes in effect until 8:15 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, so definitely heed the warning right along the Virginia and North Carolina border there on the northwestern side of North Carolina and extreme southwestern Virginia on this area. Again, until 8:15 Eastern Daylight Time is when this warning does expire. Moving up to the northeast, we got the I-95 corridor with a large severe thunderstorm watch from Washington, D.C., all the way up through Philadelphia here, New York City, Bridgeport, getting over toward Allentown, areas like Toms River, getting up towards the, like I said, up towards the Hazleton area. All these areas here right along the I-95 corridor here from New Jersey all the way up here into portions of southwestern Connecticut, getting into southern New York State, all the way down here into portions of Maryland, the Baltimore area, getting down here into central Virginia. We have a severe thunderstorm watch that goes in effect until 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time across these areas. So definitely want to heed the watch, which means these conditions are favorable for severe weather across this area as we head through the next several hours. So definitely want to watch that. In fact, there is one severe thunderstorm warning west of Dover, Delaware. We have to get to kind of a stronger kind of line of storms trying to develop across this area. So let's get to that right now. We got a severe thunderstorm warning right now for this area. You can see, let's see here. A severe thunderstorm, 70 mile per hour wind gust. So at 7:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a 64 mile per hour wind gust was measured near Queenstown. So this is actually producing severe damaging straight line wind gusts right now here. A 64 mile per hour wind gust was actually reported in the Queenstown area here at 7:10. About 20-25 minutes ago or thereabouts, almost a half an hour ago here in the Queenstown area as well. Centerville, as well as Oakland, Churchill, Sudlersville, Goldsboro, Star, Starkey Corner, Carville, Hope, Queenstown, Henderson, Templeville, and Barclay. All these areas are impacted against 70 mile per hour wind gusts and moving due east at 30 miles per hour. This warning does expire here at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for northeastern Queen Anne's and northeastern Caroline counties here. Again, this is across portions of Maryland, so definitely have to watch this, and this kind of be moving towards Dover, Delaware here as we move through the next several minutes. Hello, everybody joining the live stream. Definitely much appreciated out there. Sonia, hello. How are you doing? Happy Monday from the Netherlands. Well, happy Monday from the U.S. So thank you guys. Thank you for joining the live stream this evening. Definitely much appreciated. If you guys have not pressed the like button down below, definitely would be much appreciated as well, as we need to get up to 10 likes. Let's try and get up to 10 likes here within the next 10 minutes. Let's see if we can do that here. 6 more likes. We need some more subscribers as well. We're only 5 away from 300, so definitely would be much appreciated, guys, on this live stream. You guys rock. Again, we got that severe thunderstorm warning across this area here for the next, several hours. Again, 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for portions here of southwestern Connecticut, much of southern New York State, eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, getting in down towards the Maryland area, northern Delaware here, getting down towards central Virginia. All these areas impacted by a severe thunderstorm watch. Severe thunderstorm watch goes in effect here until 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. All right, let's look at the windy weather radar here, guys, and kind of zoom into the northeast here. I know this is the kind of less than ideal radar, but they actually kind of capture some of the lightning, the real-time lightning out there. So let's kind of look at this here over the next few minutes. Seeing some, scattered showers and storms across New England, so not a lot of, organized weather right now. The most organized, actually, severe weather right now is actually across portions there just west of Dover, Delaware. That's with that 70-mile-per-hour wind gust potential. So if you live in the Dover area, severe weather right now is actually across portions there just west of Dover, Delaware. Yeah, if you guys live in the Dover area, definitely heed the warning, as this is producing some 70-mile-per-hour wind gust potential across that area right now as we speak. Hey, good evening, Snowies. Hope you're having a great Monday out there. Thank you guys for joining the live stream today. Thank you guys for all the likes down below. Let's try and get to 10 likes down below, guys. Let's see if we can do it here in the next 10 minutes. We're only at 5 now. Definitely much appreciated. Again, thank you guys for joining the live stream. Good evening, Christian. Good evening, Sonia. And good evening, Snowies. Thank you guys for joining the live stream here this evening. It means a lot. A lot of severe weather down into portions here of, I wouldn't say a lot of severe weather, I guess. I take that back. A little bit of severe weather across portions of the southeast. We kind of got a line of storms moving through the western Carolinas right now. As you can see here on the windy weather radar, pretty good lightning strikes here along the leading edge of this line, maybe some stronger wind gusts, but under severe criteria, so we're not seeing anything too significant with this at this current time. But definitely continue to watch this for maybe more warnings to come here in the next few minutes. Southeastern Alabama, yeah, we're seeing some more storms across this region right now. Severe thunderstorm warning actually just north of the Mobile area toward the Monroeville area in southwestern Alabama we were just looking at. Then zooming up here to portions of Wisconsin, we got those storms moving through near the Rhinelander area here, kind of a scattering of some storms into northern Wisconsin here. No severe warnings here, but we do actually have a severe thunderstorm, an outlook for severe weather across this area, but no severe thunderstorm warnings currently, no tornado warnings. We do have a special weather statement. This is for winds over 40 miles per hour and pea-sized hail here with this thunderstorm in particular across the Rhinelander area, and then moving southward toward Morill and even actually toward the Wausau area. It's almost dropping due south, kind of turning more from southeast to due south now across northern Wisconsin. So we'll watch this if you live in Wausau here in the next several minutes. So guys, thank you guys for liking the live stream. Very much appreciated. Getting up here into portions of northeastern Montana, we got a lot of thunderstorm action here, a lot of severe weather actually with 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gust potential here with these storms as they kind of trek off to the east-northeast. Over the next few hours, we'll see the potential of some organization with these storms and kind of a windbag producer, I guess you could call it, of some 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. And this is the very area with it, an enhanced risk, that 3 out of 5 threat on the Storm Prediction Center's outlook here for day one. The new outlook doesn't come out till 8 o'clock, and we actually plan on actually ending this around 8 o'clock. So kind of a shorter live stream here today, but just getting you guys the general information you need to stay safe out there. So I definitely appreciate you guys joining here this evening. Again, if you guys have not dropped a like down below, let's try and get to 10 or 15 likes. Let's get to 15 likes here in the next 10 minutes, guys. Press that thumbs up button down below. Definitely appreciate it. Again, you can see the strongest of the weather actually pushing into Glasgow. So if you're living in the eastern side there of Glasgow here in Montana, yeah, we're seeing some really heavy rainfall, some damaging straight line winds from these storms. And this is really, we're probably seeing some torrential rainfall with this as well. And this continues kind of over the next several minutes across this area. So we'll definitely have to watch that as well. Guys, if you guys are just joining, press that like button down below. Helps it get out to more and more people on YouTube. Definitely appreciate it. Again, subscribe button is open as well, guys. Press that subscribe button. We only need 5 more to hit 300, so definitely please help me out. Appreciate it. Good Monday evening, everybody. Again, let's get back here down to the south and west. We did have a warning just southwest of Salt Lake City, actually, with a hazard there of 70 mile per hour wind gusts. So 70 mile per hour wind gust potential southwest of Salt Lake City currently as we speak. So we were watching that as well. No confirmation, however, of any measured wind gust there. But definitely yesterday we did see a measured gust here by a trained weather spotter in the Salt Lake City area, or just to the west of Salt Lake City yesterday, of a 60 mile per hour wind gust threat. And actually, we're seeing another storm there just southwest of Salt Lake City where all these kind of higher, yellow colors and orange colors on the windy weather radar is. Yeah, we're seeing the potential for 70 mile per hour wind gusts yet again with that straight line wind threat as we move through the next, little while here, the next hour or so. So again, good evening, Christian. Good evening, Sonia. Good evening from the Netherlands. Good evening from the U.S. here. Evening, Snowies. It's kind of sunny at the moment, but we had rain earlier on. Well, there you go. You get the rain in the morning hours, and then you get the sunshine in the afternoon. That's the best way in the summertime. Sonia says, your voice is going from loud to soft to loud. I can't hear you sometimes. All right, let me fix that, Sonia. Thank you for letting me know. How is that? Is that a lot better, Sonia? Let me know, guys, in the chat. Definitely appreciate it. I want some feedback on how my audio is. Again, I hate to ask, but I definitely don't want to let you be bleeding your ears out or anything like that. I definitely want to get you guys the proper information you need this evening. Again, let me know down in the live chat. Definitely much appreciated. So looking, wow, I zoomed out way too much today. Okay, looking kind of at the general picture across the U.S., we can see the monsoonal weather continuing across portions of Nevada, Utah, getting down through Arizona and Colorado here right now with some sporadic showers and storms here at the moment. We got that very strong ridge, that high pressure system that's just remaining anchored across the south central plains. A lot of heat in Texas here, a lot of heat all the way up here to portions of Iowa and Nebraska today. I know where I live here in northern Illinois, we're actually up here into the we're actually up here to near 90 degrees today, and pretty dry. So we're kind of underneath that ridge's influence across my area here in northern Illinois as we head into even mainly the rest of this week. So that is something to watch as well. EarthCam, Wilson Dog, hello, man. Appreciate you joining. Yeah, I'll look at the EarthCam thing next time. I tried to remember to think about that, to look that up here for my next live stream. I promise, next live stream I'll look that up for you, man. I totally forgot about it last time, but I will next time, I promise. Yeah, we got that storm. If I zoom into Wisconsin near the Rhinelander area, you can see kind of the real-time lightning with this. Moving south of Rhinelander, it almost was going southeast at one time, and now it's actually dropping almost straight south toward the Wausau area in Merill here in northern Wisconsin. So if you live in Merill and then eventually down toward Wausau, yeah, you're probably going to hear some good rumbles of thunder with this, and also some pretty nice claps of, like I said, claps of lightning and thunder and all that stuff, some very heavy rainfall. Again, this storm is capable of producing winds over 40 miles per hour and that pea to maybe marble size hail potential as we head through the next few minutes. And guys, if you guys are just joining the live stream, it would be very much appreciated if you guys would drop the like down below. We have 7 likes. Let's get up to 15 likes here in the next 10 minutes, guys. Thank you guys for joining the live stream. Happy Monday evening to everybody. Again, we're only 5 subscribers away from 300, guys. Please help me out and get to 300 and over 300 subscribers would be very much appreciated. Just hit that subscribe button down below. And again, I appreciate everybody joining here this evening. You guys all rock. You guys are all my friends. I appreciate it. Again, the live chat is open to anyone and everyone as well this evening. Again, I plan on going live till about 8 o'clock. I'm kind of going over the radar analysis now and then kind of looking at the longer range weather pattern going through the rest of July and into early August here as well. Guys, if you cannot hear me, if I get quiet and loud, or you just can't hear me at all, let me know in the live chat, guys. Definitely need some feedback. I don't want to be hanging out here just talking to the wall, guys. Let me know. Let me know, guys, in the live chat. Much appreciated. Again, we are looking at, let's see here. This is the outlook here. This is the day 1 outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. Again, an enhanced risk across northern North Dakota and northeastern Montana here through the next few hours here. The new outlook does come out at 8 o'clock here, as I will be kind of, shutting the live stream down by that point. We'll kind of maybe look at the outlook if it comes out in a meaningful fashion by that time, but we'll definitely see. How am I still fading in and out? All right, thanks for letting me know, Snowies. I've been adjusting the audio this entire time. All right, is this a lot better? I turn it up, and then some people say that I can't hear you, and then some people say I can hear you, and it's like a mixed emotion. I can't always get it right, guys. I'm sorry, but I definitely try to get it the most effectively so you guys can hear me on the live stream. And thank you guys for joining. Again, this is the day 1 outlook. So pick your spot on the map here and the kind of your rough general location on the map here in the United States. And again, the dark green, the light greens is just the general kind of garden variety type thunderstorms, kind of the general thunderstorms here as they call it at the Storm Prediction Center. And then Across portions here of the dark green, that is actually a marginal risk. That's actually level 1 of 5 for severe weather. And that's across portions of northern Mississippi, northwestern Alabama, and perhaps far southwestern portions of Tennessee, getting up the spine of the Appalachians here from the western Carolinas and eastern Tennessee all the way up through Virginia, portions of eastern West Virginia as well, getting up through the northeast. Now the yellows, that's a slight risk of severe weather. It's a level 2 of 5. That's across the I-95 corridor and west here across New England, from Vermont, New Hampshire, all the way down through Connecticut, portions of Massachusetts, New York State, getting down through northern New Jersey, eastern portions of Pennsylvania, and also the northern and northwestern portions of Maryland. And then also that slight risk here from portions of central and eastern Montana, all the way down through portions of North Dakota, the Arrowhead of Minnesota, Lake Superior there, the UP of Michigan, and extreme northern Wisconsin as well. And then that orange, that's a 3 of 5. That's a little bit higher end of a severe weather potential there across northeastern Montana and northern portions of North Dakota as well. Am I still, Snowies? Am I still doing that? I've been continuing to adjust the audio, and for some reason it's just not working today. I'm trying to get it right, guys, so you guys can get the right information out there. You are loud sometimes, but a lot of the time you fade off, and sometimes completely cut out altogether for a few seconds. All right, well, let me know. Again, I'm trying to get this right, guys, so definitely bear with me here. Thank you for all the likes down below. Much appreciated. Again, this is for tomorrow. This is for Tuesday. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we got a couple areas of marginal risk we're watching across southeastern Colorado, extreme northeastern portions there of New Mexico, so including the Pueblo area and just south of the Denver area, and then another marginal risk across portions of Caribou, Maine, getting down to the northern portions of New York State, northern Vermont, and northern New Hampshire. This is for tomorrow, and then a slight risk across portions of the Arrowhead of Minnesota, extreme northern and northeastern portions there of North Dakota, getting down into north central Wisconsin and the western UP of Michigan as well, including places like Wausau here, getting towards, let's see here, Wausau, Green Bay, Duluth, Minnesota, Appleton, Wisconsin, Oshkosh, Eau Claire, the Wisconsin Rapids, Stevens Point, getting up towards International Falls there, getting up as well here towards the Wisconsin Dells, just to the east-northeast of La Crosse. So all these areas are impacted by that slight risk as we head into tomorrow. The marginal risk extends a little farther here to the south, including portions like La Crosse, the Minneapolis-St. Paul area, Rochester, Minnesota, let's see here, Racine, Wisconsin, Milwaukee, getting into portions there of western lower Michigan as well for tomorrow. So we'll have to watch that as we, Madison, Wisconsin, all these areas, Colorado Springs, all these areas are in that marginal risk as we head here into the day tomorrow. So definitely that's tomorrow's outlook. Again, maybe some more scattered severe weather is possible as well. Sonia says it's better. So some people are saying the audio is better and some are saying it is not better. So guys, give me some feedback out here. I need some help. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys joining me here this evening. I promise I'm trying to get the audio to work right, and it's just not working as I hoped here for today. So again, bear with me, guys, and I definitely I'll be trying to get this right here the next few minutes. That's for sure. She says it's better now. Tomorrow it's going to be the hottest day ever in the Netherlands, 40 degrees Celsius. Wow. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty impressive heat. You got a heat wave over in the Netherlands as well. I know I was looking up too the United Kingdom. Actually, I think that one of the record hottest time frames that they've ever had in the United Kingdom and over in Europe there. A lot of heat, a big heat wave across Europe, a huge heat wave across some other places like Spain and areas like France, stuff like that over there. I'm not sure about France, but I heard about Spain and the United Kingdom, a lot of heat with a big heat wave off into Europe. So definitely it's not just for us here in the United States, it's all across the world. This is one of the hottest summers. The climate centers out there that predict some of this stuff actually did say before the summer did happen that this was probably going to be one of the worst globally hot summers across not just the U.S. but the globe as a whole through this summer. So that actually looks like it's coming to fruition, unfortunately, before our very eyes. So again, appreciate everybody joining. If you guys have not pressed the like button down below, please press it. We need to get out to more and more people. We need more opinions on here to see if this audio is working, guys. I definitely appreciate it, guys. You guys rock. Snowies, you can barely hear me. What is going on with the audio today? Okay, how about now? How about now? Please tell me it works, everybody. Snowy says maybe it's your mic doing the problem. I don't have a mic. I actually am kind of just, I need one. I need one. That's probably the issue too. And I'm in my basement again, so that probably doesn't work out as well. I need to start doing my live streams upstairs in my kind of my office where I kind of work, kind of my weather center, I guess you could call it. That's where I need to start doing it. That's where I do my videos to upload in the morning. That's kind of probably why my videos are a lot better audio-wise most of the time than my live streams, unfortunately. Again, if you guys have not checked out my newest video, it's a long video. It's a long video on the YouTube channel, but it gets you all the information you need to know about the upcoming next few weeks, going into early August kind of weather pattern. It's a very interesting video. The more and more you watch it, the longer you watch it, toward the end there, it actually gets pretty interesting about kind of the long-range pattern, including the tropical update, as well as kind of the derecho potential that we could be seeing next weekend. So we'll definitely continue to watch this. Again, I still need some more opinions down below. Let's see here. Cindy Atkinson, welcome. Welcome from Oklahoma. Thank you for joining the live stream today. New face here in the live chat. Appreciate it. I'm okay for now. Well, for now doesn't help me, Snowies. I need some definite. I need definite yes. I'm fine for good. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just trying to get the audio right on here, and it's just, I'm in my basement, and it's probably not the best spot to be to do a live stream, but hey, it's cooler down here, especially with all the heat outside, so whatever works. I just got to get the audio to work. Cindy says, Oklahoma, we're 111 today. Wow. Okay, yeah, you guys have a lot of heat down in Oklahoma. Where at in Oklahoma? Oklahoma City or just, I mean, the entire state really is under that for probably the better half of the next 2 weeks. So you guys are not going to be seeing, unfortunately, any relief anytime soon. You guys are going to be having a lot of dry weather. That drought will be worsening across your area as we head through the next several days and weeks and possibly a couple months yet. So, but definitely we're hoping and praying for some rain down into those areas in, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and the Four Corners where they really desperately need it over the next several days. Again, going ahead to day 3, this is on your Wednesday. Again, they actually have hoisted a slight risk across much of Ohio, western PA there, Pennsylvania, far western New York State here, western portions of West Virginia, and northeastern Kentucky here as we head into your Wednesday. And then that marginal risk kind of extends down further down into southern Kentucky, northern Tennessee. And then you have that marginal risk extending up here to portions of central New York State, central Pennsylvania, and much here of the, the Charleston, West Virginia area, getting down to downstate portions and, southeastern Indiana on your Wednesday, including the Detroit area. Detroit, you're under a marginal risk on Wednesday as well. So could be seeing some isolated, strongest severe storms there in Detroit on your Wednesday afternoon and evening. Again, with all the severe weather occurring here this week, this is not going to be our only live stream. We're going to be doing more live streams here this week. Again, if you guys cannot hear me, please give me some feedback in the live chat. Will definitely be much appreciated. Again, I think I got the audio working right. Hopefully, crossing my fingers, knocking on wood here. Let's see if we can get some good feedback here in the live chat, because I've been messing with this audio the whole time, and I've been trying to get it right here. But as we kind of move towards, Norman, Oklahoma. Okay, yeah, that's where the Storm Prediction Center is actually headquarters. The Storm Prediction Center is actually there in Norman, Oklahoma, so that's cool. Fading, how am I still fading in and out? All right, well, we're going to try something different here. Let's see. Okay, how is that? How is this? Oh my gosh. I've been just, I should work for audio and video the way I do this stuff sometimes, guys, I tell you. All right, so looking kind of at the longer range pattern, this is kind of what we're looking at here. Again, after we get through the HRRR here, we'll kind of look at the longer range pattern. So across portions of the Dakotas here in eastern Montana, for the next several hours, we could see kind of this spoke of energy kind of pushing through northeastern portions of Montana, western and northwestern portions there of North Dakota. But as we move through the height of the evening hours, we'll start to lose a little instability, but we'll still have the potential for some pop-up showers and storms that could be those big hail producers, 2-inch or larger hail, and also those 75+ mile per hour wind gust potential as well across the North Dakota area, even after dark into the through the height of the evening hours into after midnight time frame. So we'll still have to watch watch for some severe weather. Maybe not widespread, but at least scattered into numerous potentially severe weather across this area as we head through the rest here of the evening. Again, as we move towards Tuesday morning, a lot of the severe weather, if it's ongoing, will probably be across the northern North Dakota region, especially southern Manitoba. You guys look like you're in line for maybe some scattered showers and storms that could be severe as well across those areas. So Book says it's in and out. What is going? Okay. I might have to. Unfortunately, I might have to end the live stream early today if it's just going to keep on doing this. Unfortunately, guys, I'll have more updates on the video here later on in the morning hours. So we'll just have to see. Thank you guys for subscribing. We're only 4 subscribers away from 300, so definitely appreciate it. Again, we were up to 10 likes. Probably had more likes on here if my audio would work today. This is, let's see here. This is the Climate Prediction Center's temperature outlook. Again, this is for July 24th through the 28th. Above normal temperatures are likely across, again, portions of the southern and central plains down towards the Mississippi Delta region and then across the Pacific Northwest as well. Just really much of the United States as a whole for that 6 to 10 day period here from, July 24th, so next weekend, all the way through the following, few days after that, kind of closing the book on July here. Most of the United States here, an exception to some of those monsoonal areas in southern Arizona and a little bit of the upper Midwest here toward the UP of Michigan and southwestern Ontario. Yeah, you're probably going to be seeing above normal precipitation largely across the rest of the country here as we kind of move towards, the very end of July going into early August. And I think this heat does have the staying power as well. We're not just going to be seeing this through August. I mean, July. August is looking very, very hot as well, so I don't want you guys to put your guard down. That's for sure. It sounds good now? Okay, thank God, guys. Thank you. Appreciate everybody letting me know in the chat. I finally hit the sweet spot, it sounds like, for the audio. It's definitely starting to frustrate me a little bit because I'm trying to get all this information out to you guys, and who knows how much information you guys got with me kind of fading in and out there. So I apologize. I very much so apologize. This is the precipitation output from the Climate Prediction Center, 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. Again, drier than normal across the Pacific Northwest, centered kind of on northern Idaho there, kind of extending out with an arm of, slightly below normal precipitation here through the Dakotas and southern Minnesota. We got the, monsoonal weather continuing strong across especially northern Arizona, southern Utah, southeastern Nevada, and much of the Four Corners region. So that's some good news. Not some drought busting rains, but definitely some rains, kind of, beneficial rains for some of these areas heading towards the last week here in July. Still, unfortunately, very dry, especially centered on north central Texas there, all the way up into Oklahoma, towards the Kansas City area. Yeah, pretty dry for the next, couple of weeks at least. And then that kind of a wetter pattern setting up across the mid-Atlantic, the Ohio Valley, and the I-95 corridor in New England, kind of closing the book on July going into early August as well. But even as we look at the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, guys, we're still seeing a signal for above normal temperatures at least heading into that first day or so of August, and that just kind of continues. Like I said, we got a lot of heat out there, and that is for sure. So again, this is not going away anytime soon. So if you guys are wanting heat, go down to Texas, go down to Oklahoma, take a trip up to the Pacific Northwest as you head towards, the July 26th or August 1st time frame. There's going to be a lot of heat, that's for sure. Okay, so it sounds okay. So the audio does work, right, guys? I see Mook says yes, but anybody else think the audio is fine? Thank you. Just let me know in the chat. Cindy says hot, hot, hot. Yeah, that's no joke. It's going to be very hot. And you look at that. Even Norman, Oklahoma, I think it's about right here. And that's pretty much, in central portions of Oklahoma there. That's where the Storm Prediction Center is actually located. And they're right in the heart of that above normal temperature-wise, going through that first week, probably the first week in August, but at least the first day or so in August as well. Precipitation still below normal precipitation across Texas, much of the upper Midwest, the northern Rockies, northern plains as we get toward that July 26th through August 1st time frame. A slightly above normal signal on the Climate Prediction Center's forecast for the Mid-Atlantic region in southern and southeastern Ohio Valley during this period. And then that monsoon season, we hope and we pray, guys, we definitely need this monsoon season to kick off a little bit farther west. And it looks like the Prediction Center, the Climate Prediction Center, is actually showing this in central California and northern portions there of Nevada as we head through that, first day or so of August as well. So let's kind of cross our fingers and hope we get some precipitation and some, rainfall in these areas. That's definitely much needed. And again, above normal precipitation, slightly favored even in Alaska as well. So that is some good news there as well. Okay, let's kind of look at the individual models and what we're expecting over the next couple weeks. Okay, so this is going to be a lot of discussion. So if you guys are more into the discussion type weather, this is for you guys. So let's kind of zoom out here. This is the European forecast model. It's the 12Z. It came out earlier this afternoon. And you probably heard a lot of chatter on Twitter and your local weather stations saying we're going to have a lot of heat out there. That's true as well. But we also are going to be kind of watching and seeing if we can have kind of a derecho pattern start to set up across the upper Midwest, Great Lakes, and Ohio Valley region on the northern and northeastern periphery of all this heat. Cindy Atkinson says we will have a cold winter. Always seems to work. Well, actually, to be quite honest with you, you're probably not wrong. It looks like the winter is, we're still going to be in the La Nina in the wintertime this year for 2022 and 2023 winter. And whatever you had last winter, I mean, not every La Nina is the same. I mean, there's other factors that kind of override La Nina conditions, but I've been looking extensively at the long-range, forecast models, looking all the way through the, taking a little bit of a squint test, I guess you could say, early winter time frame, around the November time frame, and there are hints, and strong hints at that this could actually be a very similar winter to what we had last year across many of these areas. Again, though, I do want to stress a lot of these La Ninas are not the same. We have different effects. So areas like, say, that got slammed with snowfall in the Ohio Valley and lower Missouri Valley, they got the 2 feet of snow and 2 separate snowstorms last winter. That's not to say you guys are going to get dumped on here with snowfall this winter. It just means somewhere in the United States we could have big winter storms, ice storms, big polar vortex, just stuff like that. So I do kind of want to give you a kind of a heads up on that. Again, that's several months down the line, and we'll be able to fine tune it for you guys. And that's why you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Definitely subscribe. We'll give you that winter forecast coming up here in the next few months. Again, I do plan on my fall forecast will be coming out officially, I think, here at the middle and end of August. So definitely tune in for that. Another month yet here until I come out with that. But definitely subscribe. Another reason to subscribe to the YouTube channel, that's for sure. Again, if you guys are just joining, would be much appreciated if you guys did press that like button. That's that thumbs up button down below. We have 11 likes. Let's try and get up to 20 likes, guys, here in the next few minutes. Definitely much appreciated. And hit that subscribe button as well. Okay, getting back to what I was talking about here. This is the European forecast model here, looking at the longer range the next few weeks to kind of see what we, what we can see with this. Again, I do want to stress we have a lot of heat down across portions of the central southern plains. We got that trough moving through here, that shortwave trough here with a lot of wind shear rounding the base of that trough right now. That will continue eastward. We'll have some severe weather. I'm kind of worried on Wednesday. That the Storm Prediction Center has that slight risk on Wednesday. I'll show you that right here. That's Wednesday across portions of Ohio, western Pennsylvania, western New York State, getting down towards northeastern Kentucky, western West Virginia as well. And I'm kind of concerned about this in a couple ways. The European forecast model has been consistent, showing at least scattered severe weather, or at least scattered thunderstorms across this area here for several different runs now. And we're seeing a big signal as well on the mid-level winds. Actually, we have some decent, modest to moderate, mid-level winds moving in across this area. We also have a pretty potent jet stream, just a little displaced a little farther off to the north and west, but still enough to kind of tap into this upper jet dynamics. And we also have a pretty robust low-level jet, especially across the eastern Ohio Valley and in western New England during this period. So that does lead me to know that, again, we have what we call bulk shear values, and this kind of puts all the wind shear together for that Wednesday time frame. And we're seeing some values where you see the yellows here of about 30 to about almost up to 35 knots, and that's kind of what we look for some of the at least borderline severe weather out there. And that's why we have that slight risk on Wednesday. So that is what we're kind of seeing out there, at least currently. This could go up to an enhanced risk on Wednesday. It's a couple days out already, and they already have a slight risk now. Doesn't mean it's going to, but we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that. I just wanted to note that for that time frame as well. Then we'll kick the shortwave trough off here. Maybe some isolated severe weather. I know there's a slight risk right now favored, even on the day 4 outlook. Look at this, very active week, guys. Yeah, we got a 15% slight risk of severe weather weather kind of area across, the Caribou area here up in Maine, all the way down through Vermont, New Hampshire, the entire state of Massachusetts, the Boston area, getting back toward Hartford, Connecticut, Rhode Island, eastern New York State, all these areas impacted by that slight risk here on Thursday. And then we'll say goodbye to this cold front and the shortwave trough as we move into that Thursday time frame. But then after this, it gets very interesting here. And this is what you guys needed to stay tuned for, because if you live in the Midwest, Great Lakes, southeastern Canada included, and also New England and the Mid-Atlantic, you definitely want to keep an eye to this forecast. Getting towards Friday, we'll be pretty quiet, maybe a little bit of some storms popping up across kind of a frontal boundary, across the Gulf Coast, the Southeast, the Carolinas during this period. Watching a little bit of convection trying to grow across western Iowa, at least on this model, during the midday hours on Friday. But what happens thereafter is that we're going to have a very strong, powerful mid-level and upper-level jet moving across the northern periphery of all this heat out there. And I'll show you these surface temperatures. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of pinks and purples out there, guys. That is 100-degree heat or hotter in the pinks and purples here, and that stretches all the way up in the eastern portions there of Montana, the Dakotas, all the way down through Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Missouri Valley, including the Ozarks, getting down towards Little Rock, Memphis, all these areas being engulfed in that 95 to 105 or higher degree heat across these areas as we get towards next weekend. But looking kind of at the jet stream here, very interesting. We actually have a very strong mid-level jet kind of displaced a little farther north across the upper Midwest and through the central Great Lakes during this time frame. And also of note here is a very strong 250 millibar upper level jet here across the northern Rockies and northern plains that will be moving down kind of with a deeper trough across portions of the Great Lakes. And why this is important is because it will lead to these stronger bulk shear values, which actually organize some of the severe weather out there if we do have storms develop. Now, looking at that Friday afternoon time frame, the European forecast model has a small MCS, or what we call a mesoscale convective system, starting to develop across the western Wisconsin region, perhaps somewhere at least in the western Great Lakes on Friday evening. This looks on this model to propagate to the south towards northern Illinois, but as it moves southward, there's a little concern of what we call a cap. And sometimes, as you guys well know, cap on the atmosphere means, yeah, we're probably not going to see much in the way of severe weather. So we'll have to continue to watch this here on Friday. But then that doesn't stop there. Even on Saturday, there's another signal of even a bigger MCS starting to develop somewhere across the western Great Lakes Saturday evening. And we have all the dynamics, guys. This is an earmark of a potential derecho. We have a strong 40 to 50 knot, low-level jet here coming across from the central plains all the way up here into the western Great Lakes. We have a very strong mid-level jet slightly displaced here off to the north, so we'll see how that works out. And then a pretty strong 250 millibar upper level jet across the, much of the upper Midwest and Great Lakes regions, especially the upper Great Lakes, again, displaced a little farther to the north. So there's a lot of dynamics here coming together with some fast moving MCS potential towards next weekend. Now, am I saying there's going to be definitely 100% a derecho? No, but the potential is there. And I definitely wanted to give you guys an attention that, hey, we definitely have to watch some of these features. And again, what happens the day before will always be kind of what you call a low confidence forecast once you get to the next day, because lingering cloud cover, lingering rain showers, lingering thunderstorms, all that stuff has a bearing on the next day's severe potential. But again, this is one model run, and you can't put all your money in the bank just because the European models performed very well this year that this is going to be the case. So that's why we look at other models. So let's look at the GFS here. This is the 12Z. The 18Z is out, but I like looking at the 12Z here a little bit more. And you can see here during that Friday time frame, it is still showing that. Remember how the European model was showing this across western Wisconsin, still generally in that same vicinity, and then it also weakens it across southern portions of Lake Michigan, northern Indiana, northeastern Illinois. But as we move towards Saturday evening, again, this model is showing not really anything developing. Again, it's not showing anything developing here on the 12Z GFS, while the European shows a massive MCS cluster developing, a mesoscale convective system. but this actually shows a bunch of mesoscale convective systems, more than the European model. So the pattern is there. The big picture is there. We just got to get, refine and kind of iron out some of these mesoscale details, where the frontal boundaries will be, if there's going to be any MCVs, which is also called mesoscale convective vortexes, which kind of enhance the mid-level winds here across the area, the shear. And again, let's look here at the Canadian model. This is like the GEM or the CMC, the GDPS model, kind of another kind of global model we look at for potential of severe weather. So again, moving through towards Friday, we have the potential. Again, it's showing that kind of the same area, but a little displaced off to the north or to the south and west towards northern Iowa instead of western Wisconsin. But again, you get the idea. Friday afternoon, Friday night, we got to watch this, but it's still the same theme. It looks to weaken because it encounters a cap on the atmosphere, so we'll have to watch that. And you can see the cap here in these white shaded areas. You can see all the colors on this map, and then kind of see how it's white shaded out. Yeah, that's that cap on the atmosphere. But then again, as we move into Saturday, it's showing again, just like the European model, a big signal for a convective system with damaging wind potential moving somewhere across the western Great Lakes or Midwest region during that Saturday night time frame. So I'm really keying in, I think, Friday night, yeah, we could have some storms as well, and they could be severe. But I'm really keying in on if we did have a derecho, it would be next Saturday evening. So definitely key in on this potential. Again, you guys can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is down below. Definitely click on that and follow me on my Twitter page. I have lots more information on this as well. I just kind of wanted to get you a little bit more used to what we could expect as we kind of move towards next weekend on here as well. So definitely appreciate you guys joining here again. I'm probably going to be live here a little bit longer, just kind of going over the longer range pattern here again and kind of that severe weather here and now across this region. And again, looking here at the GEM model, let's go over the wind dynamics. Again, we got a very potent low-level jet here, the nose and the low-level jet moving into portions of eastern Iowa, northern Illinois. So we got the low-level dynamics. The mid-level, interestingly on this model, the mid-level winds are actually more kind of with the storm complex. So if this does occur, the European model says and the GFS says no, they're going to be displaced off to the north. This model says no, the mid-level winds are going to be right with that complex of storms. Now, if that that actually does occur, the storms will have more to work with. They'll have more organization, and therefore the potential of a derecho complex will kind of increase. Let's look at the upper level winds, the 250 millibar, very close to where that complex is. So we really have to watch that, almost kind of like what you see, kind of a rear inflow jet with some of these storm systems moving through, kind of pushing these along. And that's why they're fast moving, because the jet stream is just so strong on the northern side here. Again, so we'll have to watch this. Again, none of these models I'm saying are going to be right. These could all be wrong, but it looks like right now the general big picture is there for the severe weather and derecho potential, which, if you guys don't know, a derecho is also a windstorm. We've had several of these this year. We've had 4, I think, documented this year across the United States, 1 across portions of South Dakota. And I think actually 2 of them around South Dakota this year. 1 towards Fort Wayne, Indiana, down through the mid-Atlantic that produced that 98 mile per hour wind gust in Fort Wayne. We had a 107 mile per hour wind gust somewhere in South Dakota here as well with one of these this year. We've had a lot of wind damage across a lot of these areas, so we definitely have to key in on the potential of derechos here. Again, when this pattern does arise, again, I predicted derechos this year. I've nailed 2 derecho events, 2 of the 4 that I know of that I've nailed this year. So I've kind of gotten half of them right. So definitely, again, I'm wrong sometimes too, but we definitely have to kind of key in on the pieces to the puzzle here and say, what do we need to look at for severe weather, and this is what we need to look at. And I'll keep you posted on my videos. So that's another reason to subscribe to the YouTube channel, guys, so I can keep you ahead of all of the storms. Now, let's look at the heat side of things too. We just kind of hinted at that with the Climate Prediction Center's forecast, but let's kind of look at the heat a little bit more, guys, on here as well. So I'll look at Pivotal Weather. This is kind of a nice weather. This is kind of a nice weather app that I like to use, kind of a weather site. Again, this is the heat for today across this area. And again, I did see a comment in the chat. Norman, Oklahoma hit 111 today. It was only forecast to hit around 102, so it overachieved in central Oklahoma today. So that's pretty impressive. And again, temperatures are measured in the shade, so I'm not sure if that was verified or what, but definitely let me know down in the chat if it was verified or not. Again, here as we head into tomorrow, this is your Tuesday, and if you were 111 in Omaha or on Norman today, and it was forecasted to be around 102 and overachieved, look at your highs tomorrow, guys. widespread 110 to 115 range across central Oklahoma, central portions of Kansas, the Red River area, southern Oklahoma down toward Wichita Falls. We could be pushing 115 in some areas here as we head into the afternoon tomorrow. 110, approaching 110 degrees in Dallas, Fort Worth, McKinney, Texas, getting up toward the Denton area, west here and towards portions, 107 from Amarillo all the way down to Midland and Lubbock, Texas as well. So a lot of heat out there, and that is for sure. Yeah, okay, in the sun. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, yeah, the temperatures are actually measured in the shade. But yeah, I think you raise a good point there. You raise a good point there, Cindy. That in the sunshine, it is a lot hotter than actually the real temperature. So she's actually correct. In the sunshine, it was probably 111, but in the shade, the temperatures were in the low hundreds, at around 102. So that sounds about right. That sounds about right. You're correct. Looking at Wednesday, again, the same thing as here, still 105 to 110 degree heat across much of the same region. And then Thursday, just the beat goes on. We might loosen up some of the heat as it kind of spreads more to the east-northeast on Thursday, but still 102 to 104, guys. That's not a cakewalk, especially with multiple days in the hundreds down in this area. That is for sure. Guys, if you guys are just joining, definitely press the like button down below. That's that thumbs up button, as well as subscribe to the YouTube channel. Who's going to help me out, guys? We only need 4 more subscribers to get to 300, guys. Who's going to help me out down below? I definitely appreciate it. Day 5 here. Again, this is Friday. Yeah, the heat's still lingering around. We'll even go to next weekend, guys, and you can see all that heat here. Yeah, 105, 110 continuously across the portions here of, the Ozarks to Kansas, the Ozarks of Missouri to Kansas, much of it Arkansas, especially central Oklahoma down to North Texas is really the bullseye for the heat the next several days and really the next several weeks. And it really doesn't ease up. I mean, we have 107 again towards Wichita Falls, even on your, Sunday time frame, July 24th. Again, some of these temperatures here, as we're kind of getting a week out now, can go up or down. But yeah, you can get the general idea that the heat is not going anywhere anytime soon. And it's not just for the central and southern plains. I mean, look at the Pacific Northwest. There's areas up into, Washington State into the lower 100s and upper 90s as we move in towards next weekend as well. Much of California, Nevada, getting down into southwestern Arizona, definitely here in that time frame of next weekend, the 23rd, 24th time frame, seeing a lot of heat out there, lots of 90s from the I-95 corridor down from Boston all the way down through New York City, all the way down through portions there, the Carolinas, mid-90s, Atlanta, Georgia, much of Florida in the mid-90s, so just a lot of heat out there, guys. And again, this could be one of the hottest summers globally that we see in recent memory. So this is really something impressive that we're seeing this year, not only for the U.S., but I was just mentioning that the United Kingdom is seeing, and places like the United Kingdom and Spain, these guys are seeing probably one of the worst heat waves in probably potentially the last century, guys, around here. So that's very dangerous, and that's just not for them. That's globally, could be the hottest kind of globally that we see as well. Looking over the next 48 hours for rainfall, yeah, we're just not seeing much really in the U.S. The rainfall here the next 48 hours, the next 2 days, are just going to be centered across the Tennessee Valley, maybe some of the Gulf Coast region into Florida, all the way up here to the Northeast. Areas like, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, and eastern portions there of New York. Yeah, you're going to be seeing rainfall amounts approaching the, 3-inch mark or more across those areas here at some point as we head through the next 48 hours. Then active storm track across southern Canada, so places like Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario. Again, additional rainfall amounts here of anywhere from a ½ inch upwards of 2 inches here in some of these spots as we get especially into southwestern Ontario, southern Manitoba, and southern portions of Saskatchewan through the next 48 hours. So that is something we're watching as well. Looking kind of at the max wind gusts as well, kind of how windy it'll be. Our windiest weather will actually be across portions of the northern Rockies, those traditional areas across, Montana, Wyoming here, Idaho, getting into the western Dakotas. That's kind of closer in proximity to that shortwave trough. We have a lot of wind energy with it as well. Not just, that's also kind of fueling this severe weather as well. And all this dry weather, we often actually, we do got to worry about some of the some of the crops out there too, especially around the agriculture belt, because I know there's a lot of drought across portions here of the southwestern United States, from Texas up through Kansas, Oklahoma, and into the southwest. But we also have more drought expanding across the Tennessee Valley, Ohio Valley, and parts of the Midwest into the agricultural or corn belt, as we call it. With the corn crop starting to mature, we definitely need the rainfall there as well. And some of these areas approaching moderate, if not pockets of severe drought in some of these areas. So we definitely need to keep in mind of that, as well as the farmers do need that higher yielded corn to have, produce a good corn crop this year, and also the bean crops, very important too. So definitely considering, we need to watch this here over the next several weeks for that as well. Again, thank you guys for joining me here this evening. Definitely much appreciated. Let's go back to the radar here. Of course, it expired. So, all right, let me go back to the radar here. It's loading, and we'll look to see if we have any more new warnings out there. Again, we'll probably be wrapping up here. I know I said 8 o'clock, but probably a little sooner, depending on how the warnings look here on the radar. So, again, kind of a shorter live stream today. We do plan on doing another live stream, again, more frequently, starting tomorrow, all the way through the rest of the week, keeping you covered on these severe weather days. Again, I will be live most slight risk days or higher, so we'll definitely be live for that. And it looks like slight risk probably the rest of this week, so besides Friday, potentially, we'll see as we get a little bit farther down. Well, the set is loading, but it's taking its sweet time right now, so let's see here. You always got to love, doing the live stream from the basement. One of these days I'll be able to do it in my room. Kind of redoing my room right now, so that we're kind of waiting for that to be done, and then we'll get to it there. But I'll get to do my live streams upstairs in my room and my weather center upstairs. So that is something I'm looking forward to. The kid of YouTube, I like football. Yeah, me too, man. Again, thank you guys for liking up the live stream. Again, we need 4 more subscribers to hit 300, guys. Who's going to help me out? We need 4 people. 4 people to hit that subscribe button, and we hit 300 here. Let's do it in this live stream, guys. Let's do it. I have faith in you. Oh, we do. We have a tornado warning across northeastern Montana. Let's get to this. I believe it's probably radar indicated. Actually, the tornado threat has diminished. So we did actually have a tornado warning while I was rambling on about the long-range weather pattern. I apologize, but the good news is this tornado warning has been allowed to be canceled, which is good news. But however, it says large hail and damaging winds do remain likely, and a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for the area as well. Again, says gusty winds and heavy rainfall are still possible with the storm. So we still have torrential rainfall as well as a severe thunderstorm watch in this area here in northeastern Montana until 8 o'clock p.m. Mountain Daylight Time this evening. Again, we still got that severe thunderstorm warning with this whole squall line of storms moving through. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This is moving quickly. Remember I showed you that strong upper-level jet and the mid-level jet in this area here today, rounding the base of this trough. Yeah, we're seeing that come into play here. We got 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and also penny-sized hail. This is moving due east at 65 miles per hour. So this is about moving highway speed as well. Definitely much appreciated. Again, guys, we only need 4 more subscribers to hit 300. Who's going to help me out here down below? Definitely appreciate it. Come on, guys. Just hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. You know you guys want some long-range weather forecasts. I have it on the YouTube page, guys. I have my newest weather forecast video on my YouTube page right now from this morning. It's a longer video, but it really goes into depth, kind of going through the breakdown of each severe weather setup the rest of this week. The full tropical update from the Eastern Pacific with Hurricane Estelle. Also, another system we're watching in the Eastern Pacific here. The National Hurricane Center has actually tagged that for a 20% chance of development in the next 5 days, at least that last check. And also here moving across the Atlantic, nothing right now at the moment, but I think the Atlantic is really going to start to heat up towards the end of July and into early August, especially the Caribbean and Gulf. So we'll definitely have to watch that. I'll have more updates on that here coming up, as well as that long-range pattern with all the heat out there as well. And again, we're watching this morning. So Wolf Point, Scobie, Poplar, Opium, as well as Richland, all these areas impacted by a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust potential as well. We do got one severe thunderstorm warning in north central South Dakota, north of Pierre. Again, this actually has weakened below severe limits, so I guess no warning now. No longer poses an immediate threat to life or property, but again, this storm can re-strengthen, so we'll have to wait and see. Again, this was kind of like a supercell, but it's starting to develop a little bit weaker than it was before. So again, we got a warning down into southeastern portions of Alabama, south of Montgomery, Alabama, for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail here. Again, this warning goes in effect till 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time, so for at least the next 34 minutes, we're watching this here in this area as well. Moving east at 15 miles per hour. Again, the deep layer shear is not very strong, so that's for sure. Robbie, we see you like football. Yeah, that's for sure, man. I like football. I love football. I played football in high school. Let's see here. We got a couple warnings in northwestern South Carolina, just west of the Spartanburg area. This is for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail near the let's see here, Greenville Airport, or just east of there as well. Moving east at 25 miles per hour. Again, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, penny-sized hail. It expires at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for east central Greenville and west central Spartanburg counties in northwestern South Carolina. And farther to the north, again, much of the same, just kind of a 60 mile per hour wind gust threat for Greer, Inman, Gowensville, Taylors, Lyman, as well as the Lake Bowen area as well. Again, this is approaching the Interstate 26 corridor west of Spartanburg as we speak. Again, guys, we only need 4 more subscribers, guys. 4 more to hit 300. Who's going to do it? Yeah, it looks as if they did have a watch for the New England I-95 corridor, severe thunderstorm watch. Did they cancel that watch? It went out till about, I think, 10 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time. They just completely got rid of this watch, it looks like. But there's still a warning across eastern portions of Maryland, getting into western Delaware here for 60 mile per hour wind gusts, moving due east at 25 miles per hour as we speak here, moving toward the Dover area here in Delaware. So we're watching this. Again, Goldsboro and Henderson areas here, and definitely watching that potential as we head through the next few minutes. Well, thank you guys for joining. Again, we are kind of just going over some of the severe weather today. Again, not as much severe weather as I thought there was going to be today across the Northeast, at least. We're still watching all that severe weather across portions of northeastern Montana. Thank you guys for joining. Again, I will be doing another live stream probably tomorrow as well, and through the height of the week with every slight risk day, probably during the late afternoon hours like I did today, through the early evening, kind of shorter range, kind of, shorter live streams than I usually do. But just kind of going over the long-range pattern, and I will keep an eye on that long-range pattern going through the next weekend time frame to keep you updated here on when and where these storms will set up and a possible derecho heading into next weekend. Thank you guys for joining. I'll have another video for you guys in the morning. Thanks for everybody in the chat here, from the kid of YouTube to Robbie to Cindy, Sonia, Tim. Thank you guys for joining, as well as Mook, Snowies. Thank you very much, as well as Wilson Dog and Christian. Thank you guys for being interactive here in the live chat today. Much appreciated. Again, I'll have another video for you guys in the morning. It might be another longer video breaking down much of these outlooks here, kind of all these kind of severe weather days. It'll be another kind of longer video, but definitely be sure to watch it. Like those videos here tomorrow as well, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching here, and have a great Monday evening.